Here's part one of our conversation with Mark Stein of Vanilla Fudge. This is Rock History Music.
By the way, I talked to Carmine last year. You know, I didn't know what to expect. I'd seen interviews with Carmine before. I didn't realize he's like I remember seeing him on Ed Sullivan. And I remember thinking, you're not allowed to drum like that. I'm going, you can't do that. You can't drum like that. That's what the heck? He's just so demonstrative, but the whole band was like that. I was a drummer, so I paid attention to him. I saw you behind the keys there. And by the way, with the Ed Sullivan thing, did you get a chance to talk to him? Did he talk to the guests?
Briefly, but yeah, I mean, not much. It was just pretty much a handshake and blow your ear, you know, one of those things. They really didn't talk much. I don't think he was real comfortable with rock and roll guys, you know.
But it's interesting that he presented so much music that everyone knew. I'm going to turn this up. Everyone knew there's no way this older man from an older demographic would listen to any of this stuff. I'm not sure who was his idea or his producers, but there's a lot of stuff breaking. I mean, obviously the Beatles too, but
yeah, Elvis brought Elvis to the world, the Beatles to the world, the British invasion. Made Vanilla Fudge a household word back in those days.
I mean, you were a kid. Do you remember who you were back then? Do you remember how you felt going into that? These are like groundbreaking moments. There are a lot of people who have cited that they saw you guys on there and gave you Beatle moments, like gave you Vanilla Fudge moments of going, I went on there and it changed the trajectory of my freaking life. But do you remember how you felt going on there? Were you nervous? Were you going?
I was nervous. How can you not be nervous? You're in front of the entire country at 8 o'clock at night in everybody's living room. You know, sure it was, you know, but we were good. We were confident that we were going to come off good. We were probably nervous that, you know, that everything was going to go okay in terms of the sound and all of that, you know. But we were really lucky because we had our sound guy sneak into the union mix room there, which was illegal. Because they didn't really know how to mix a rock band, you know, pretty much MOR guys, you know. But when he was in there, it worked out. He helped them, you know, get a better, more powerful bottom end mix on the Fudge, and I think we came off really well because it really changed the course of a lot of things after that show.
I know a lot of people are going to have asked you, okay, you got off there and then it opened doors and stuff, but what was it like? What were your friends saying when you got up? What were your parents saying? What were your inner circle saying after you did that gig?
You know, it's funny you ask, because I can specifically remember there was a payphone in the right outside the studio, and I was so excited after it was over. I called my mom and dad, you know, and I said, "Mom, did you see it?" And Flip Wilson was on the show, and he's standing next to me, patting me on the back. And I remember he said, "Wow, what a nice kid," calling his mom and dad right after he did the Sullivan show. I mean, and Duke Ellington was on the show. And I mean, it was just so surreal, you know. What was it like? It was an incredibly proud, incredible joy, not only for me, but for my folks and for all my friends and for everybody in my hometown of Bayonne, New Jersey, and Jersey City. It was like, you know, it was like fame by association for everybody too, you know, when you were in a small town growing up that way. It was incredible. That was a dream come true, you know.
Good example. If you do the work, you get in through doors that otherwise other people don't get in. When you do the work, you work hard, a little luck in there, of course, but
yeah.